Hello friends, welcome back to the Aadhaar video series. One of the queries regarding the eligibility for getting Aadhaar is around the resident status of the applicant. As of now, only residents of India are eligible for Aadhaar. This means you may be an Indian citizen but may not be eligible for Aadhaar, like many of the NRIs. Conversely, you may not be an Indian citizen but still may be eligible for Aadhaar, like many expats and foreign workers. So today let us explore a bit further on who is a resident versus who is a citizen. Resident has a more or less simple definition. Resident, as defined by the Aadhaar Act 2016, is an individual who has lived in India for at least 182 days within last 12 months from the date of enrollment, or simply 182 out of last 365 days. Such residents who have lived 182 out of 365 days in India are eligible to enroll for Aadhaar. This is similar to resident definition as per the Income Tax Act. Definition of a citizen is a little bit more complicated. Citizen of India is defined as per the Citizenship Act 1955. Indian citizenship can be acquired in four primary ways: by birth, that is, if you were born in India; by descent, that is, if your father and mother were Indian citizens; by registration, that is, other nation citizens can apply if they qualify; and by naturalization, that is, if you have legally lived in India long enough, you qualify. Let us see them in detail one by one. We have citizenship by birth. There are three criteria for Indian citizenship by birth depending upon when you were born. Number 1. A person born in India on or after 26 January 1950 but before 1st July 1987 is an Indian citizen, irrespective of the nationality of his or her parents. Number 2. A person born in India between 1st July 1987 and 2nd December 2004 is a citizen of India if one of the parents is an Indian citizen at the time of the birth. A person born in India on or after 3rd December 2004 is a citizen of India if at least one of the parents is a citizen and other is not an illegal migrant at the time of birth. It is important to note that an illegal immigrant is a foreigner who entered India without a valid passport or entered India with a valid passport but overstayed. Similar to citizenship by birth, Indian citizenship can be acquired by descent if you are number 1, a person born outside India on or after 26 January 1950. His or her father was a citizen of India by birth. Registration of birth at Indian consulate is required. A person born outside India between 10th December 1992 and 2nd December 2004, either of his or her parents was a citizen of India by birth. Registration at Indian consulate is again required. A person born outside India on or after 3rd December 2004 not be a citizen of India unless the Indian parents declare that the minor does not hold passport of another country. The registration at consulate is required. We come to citizenship by registration. Citizenship can also be acquired by registration if you are a person of Indian origin who has lived in India for 7 years, who is married to an Indian and living in India, minor children whose parents are Indians, an overseas citizen of India registered for 5 years and living in India for past 1 year. Registration method is used by non-citizens. Fourth and final mode to acquire an Indian citizenship is via naturalization. Citizenship of India by naturalization can be acquired by a foreigner who is not an illegal migrant, who is ordinarily resident in India for 12 years out of last 14 years and should be living in India for last 12 months. There are other requirements for naturalization like good character, intention to live in India for future, etc. we learned about the difference between residents and citizens. We also saw that not all residents are citizens, not all citizens are residents. Please hit the like button if you liked this video. Subscribe for more videos.